What is up, guys, and welcome back. Just like always, we are taking another trip to another event. Nothing crazy this time. This one kind of goes all around the area, but we're going to Cars and Coffee. If you've never been, it's a really nice thing because it's always different. They spend time inside, outside. There's people that are there for the event, and there are people that are just parked right across where the parking lots are. You can find YouTubers that are big names. You can find exotic cars. The thing that I like about going to these type of events is where the event is what affects how it's run. So the one we're going to today is at the Steel Stacks. I think it's one of the really nice locations that they use. All right, hold on, because he's about to hit a bump.
I'm gonna try to hold it steady.
All right, so the thing that I like about it is it's at the Steel Stacks, which is a very picturesque place. It's out of the way of everything, so you don't have a bunch of through traffic. People leave you alone. People get to really enjoy the event. So as we go forward and go through all the things, I'll be making a little commentary about the things that I see, things that are different from last year. Felicia will be trying to pose on some cars. I'm gonna make her do it.
Wait, really?
I'm gonna make her do it. Yep. At least twice. At least twice.
Really?
After that,
You never told me this before we left.
yep, we made sure you were dressed nicely, so we're good. Okay. We're launching your modeling career today. But other than that, it'll just be another fun event. We'll give you all the clips of some of the cool things we see. And then after that, we'll give you the wrap up. And we have terrible news.
We do?
Which you guys will be privy to in the other video.
Oh.
Today marks 1 week since we started trying to do Felicia's suspension. And every time we make progress with her suspension, we immediately stop on the next step. Suspension should not take this long, but because Felicia's car is so old,
Your car is just as old.
I know, but whoever had my car messed it up and I fixed it. Whoever had your car messed it up and left it that way.
Yeah.
Because Felicia's car is so old, all the joints and everything are just taking way longer to get out. So when you guys check out that video, you'll notice that we keep changing our clothes throughout that whole video. It's because it's a day-to-day process. Nothing's fast. And there's a bump. Woo! All right. Okay. So, that being said, let's start the show. We're about halfway through the event. Only halfway because of just separating it into two areas. We've been to all the parking lots to see all the custom cars that people brought in that belong to them. And now we're actually going to take a walk into the actual Cars and Coffee. Yeah, like the actual show. But I mean, the parking lot's just as much of a show as the inside. It's people are doing flybys, like even right here, somebody's about to drive by in a Porsche, somebody's about to drive by in a Ferrari. Like But this is what you get when you're here. You just get to enjoy people enjoying their cars. Like, every car here belongs to somebody. People are excited to show off the things that they're doing. Cars and Coffee has become a community of people. It's not just an event anymore. Everybody's really excited to be there just because they know people are going to walk by and ask questions about their own cars.
It's a lot bigger. It was.
We were here 2 years ago and it was a lot smaller than this. Everything was contained to one area and then you just had the parking lot across. Now it goes the whole length of it. We were forced to park all the way at the one end. Last time we parked right across the street from the actual event. So we're gonna take a walk inside and see what's popping on the inside. But right now, so far, it's been a really good event.
This is why you come to Cars and Coffee, because you never know what's gonna be here. Like a Bentley.
Hey. Ferraris, but there's only one thing that can make you not pay attention to Porsches and Lambos. And that's when Optimus Prime shows up to the party and decides that he's going to show off.
Okay, we are on our way home now. It is, well, we left around like 10:40. So the event is really quick. I mean, people probably started showing up around like 7. And it's only like a couple hour event. People started leaving around like 10.
Yeah, actually, I think they left like, they started leaving when we got there. It just depends on when you get there. Like, we got there right around the middle of the event, and I mean, it's so early that people probably have other stuff planned and they just want to see what's going on.
Which I like though, because it's a nice like morning thing. Obviously it's called Cars and Coffee, so it's like come early in the morning, see what you want to see, and then you can go. I mean, there's like no emissions for it, so it was.
I think that's one of the big reasons why people are so in and out, is because like you're not paying for it, so you just come as you are and you leave whenever you lose interest or when you've seen what you want to see. The thing that I enjoyed today is there was such a wide range of vehicles that I didn't expect to see. I mean, you always know when you go to Cars and Coffee, they're always going to try to put on a nice show and give you like 3 or 4 really unique cars. But the thing that I enjoyed this time was like they didn't do this last year. They had like a whole Porsche section.
Oh yeah.
Which was cool. I mean, I'm not really into Porsches, but I can always respect a really nice car. Which that whole section wasn't there last time. But I mean, you saw in the video there were Lambos everywhere. There was a friggin' 850 horsepower Viper. There was a whole Porsche crew that was parked over in one area. We saw a couple FDs. We saw 370s. Not that many 350s, but we saw a couple of nice ones. Bump down. Okay. I mean, the thing that I enjoyed the most is that this was probably the widest range of vehicles that I saw, from Lambos to classic Mach 1 87 vehicles. I mean, and the coolest thing that I really enjoyed was just there were a lot of older guys sitting right next to really young kids and having conversations about cars that they were looking at back in their day versus things that are going on now. And it kind of got me a little like, I don't know what the opposite of nostalgic is, because nostalgia is when you're thinking about something like way back, but like imagining like right now we're talking to guys that have like 85, 84, all the way back to like 70s cars, and those are classics, and like we learn a lot from those people now that they're older and they built them. But in a couple of years, as long as the car community stays the way it is, that's going to be us. Like, we're going to be 50, 60 years old having cars that we built when we were in our 20s and seeing what younger kids are trying to build on their own now. And it's just such a nice event to go to because it's probably the most relaxed event you're going to get to go to. We went to Elite Tuner. It's a car show. It's very nice. It's very homey. Like, people are enjoying themselves, but it's a car show. We went to Tuner Evolution. It's a huge car show. But Cars and Coffee is an event. It's not a show. Like, they have nice cars there, but it's an event. People get to walk around, see things. They have police there to kind of keep everything in order. They don't mind that people are two-stepping their cars. You don't have to worry about, like, etiquette per se. As long as you're not doing anything dumb on the road, the cops are there to enjoy the show as well.
Yeah, I saw a few walking around with their kids. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, but the dopest thing of the whole show, got to hang out with Mr. Optimus Prime, which nobody expected to see that. Like, we're rolling in, I'm like, all right, we got Lambos, we got Vipers, okay, we got this nice Alfa Romeo. Oh, Optimus is here. So that's what I mean. Like, you never know what you're going to get when you go to shows like this. It's definitely something that I would recommend going to any chance you have, because what you get one day is definitely not what you're going to get the same day. Like, you go to Cars and Coffee at the Stacks this year and try to go back to it next year, you will not see any of the same stuff. You go to Cars and Coffee today and then you try and go to Cars and Coffee a month from now, which is like 10 miles away from where the last event was, you will see something completely different.
And they have it all over. Like, there's a place that's gonna start near us, well, up closer towards Reading.
Is it?
Yeah, I saw some advertisement for it. But yeah, they're everywhere, and I think they only do it, like once a month or like every couple weeks. But I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun.
It's by far one of the most relaxed events to go to.
Yes.
And you see people there that you're never going to see again. You get to enjoy various car communities. But all in all, if you haven't gone, make sure you go. If you've gone, you know you have to keep going because you always see something new. I'm going to leave the video right there. I mean, I don't like rambling on, but I feel like Cars and Coffee is something you really have to talk about in order to understand, because the variety that you get is amazing. What's up?
Mention next weekend.
Oh, yeah. Next week. We're supposed to be going to the official Nissan meet. Now.
We could talk about that more. We'll talk about that more in the next
No,
week.
I got it.
No.
Listen. The plan is to drive Felicia's car, which is a 350. But that project, as I said in the very beginning of the video, is whooping our ass. So we might have to do a little bit of a disrespectful thing and drive to the Nissan meet in the Subaru, which I really don't want to do. But if we have to, we have to, because I really want to go to the Nissan meet. But that is all dependent on if we can finally wrap up doing Felicia's suspension, which every time we think we're close, we're not.
We can talk about that more.
Yep. I'm going to leave the video right there. As always, my name is Will. This is Felicia. This is the Car Couple channel. Follow us on Instagram at the Car Couple_ZG, which I'll put right here. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys, and we will see you in the next one.